My name is John Smith. A 55-year-old man. I work long hours every day from early morning until late at night. Most household responsibilities fall to my wife, and I feel sorry about that. However, there are things at work that only I can do, and I feel a lot needs to be done, so my company has become like a second home. I pretty much just go home to sleep, but my wife never complains. I owe her a nice dinner for our next wedding anniversary. She's been handling the house all this time and has taken on a lot of burden too. But thanks to her, I can work so hard. Job hunting season is just around the corner. Our company, Walkout Cake Confectionery, is eager to recruit talented people. During this season, the HR department is super busy with their regular work plus recruitment. They're all working their tails off, making documents and such, creating handouts and slides for presentations for job hunting students. Seems tough. As a well-known large corporation, we attract a lot of applicants. Our company is popular among students, so many are eager to join. We offer good benefits, and the starting salary for college graduates is about $2,800 a month, which is significantly higher than many other companies. Even graduates with advanced degrees rarely start over $2,500, so our offer for undergrads is exceptionally good. That's why our info sessions are large, big scale, often renting out big halls. Not only HR, but also our sales department staff often speak as senior employees at the sessions. Product development folks explain in detail about what kind of sea candies we are popular and how they are flavored. The students listen attentively and take notes diligently. They all look so smart. Then, AR's recruitment activities kicked into high gear. I glanced at their resumes, and they were all from top-notch universities. Only students from prestigious universities like T-University and private universities like KOW and J universities. I never went to college, but I imagine these students must have worked incredibly hard to get there. I mean, their SAT scores are all above 1,400. I learned about these standards as an adult and realized how tough it is to score above 1,400. I probably wouldn't have scored even 1,000. My high school wasn't great, and nobody really went to college. Plus, my family was dirt poor, so I couldn't have afforded going to college even if I was smart enough. At least we were a big, poor family living in a rental house, with 5 siblings including me. My dad hardly ever worked. He mostly spent any money he made by a temp day job on gambling. He was the kind of person who would either be at a casino or a dog racing track. So, after graduating from high school, I worked to support my siblings. I was the eldest brother and wanted them to get an education. While thinking about all this, I went through the documents. These students probably never had to struggle like that. Sure, they worked hard for their educations, but they didn't have to struggle for their families. Getting into a national university like T-University usually means coming from a wealthy family that can afford tutoring. And if it's a private university, the family is definitely well off. Plus, it made me feel a bit miserable, so I stopped dwelling on the past. Then, the successful candidates joined our company. They all looked smart right off the bat. The new employees at the orientation were all dressed up in brand new suits. The suits weren't their recruitment ones, so they probably ordered new ones. It felt like they were taking their first steps from being students to becoming working adults. The guy named Brown, representing the new employees, gave a speech. He passionately talked about what he wanted to do in sales. His ambitious face looked so dependable. I'm glad to have such enthusiastic young people joining us. And then there was a woman named Davis who also gave a greeting. She said she wanted to work in development in the science department. Whether Brown and Davis get into their desired departments is uncertain, but usually their preferences are considered. Right before this orientation started, I was working in the company's factory, so I rushed over wearing my work clothes. I was the only one in work attire, standing out quite a bit. I heard comments like, he's so dirty, and is he homeless or what? True, my work clothes were filthy. It's true, my work clothes were filthy from fixing machines used for candy packaging. I was covered in grime. But did they really need to say that? I didn't come in dirty clothes on purpose. I just always have time to change. I thought it was better to show up on time as than be late. But when I was about to go on stage, Brown and Davis started giggling. Then they bombarded me with unbelievable comments.
Wait, what? Who comes to an orientation looking like that? I thought some homeless guy wandered in. You're so dirty and stinky. Oh, the smell is horrible, disgusting.
Yeah, I thought he was homeless too. Why is there someone in work clothes here? He didn't join this company to talk to bottom-level workers. The chosen elites, wouldn't bother listening to a lowly worker.
Right. I mean, I graduated from K University, and I'm from W University's science program. Even finished grad school, so we really need this person in work clothes to leave. It's smelly. Please go away. Can't stand the stench of work clothes.
But goodbye, low-level worker. The hall went silent. I stepped down from the stage and decided to leave. Was it necessary to go that far just because I was dressed dirty? I might have been at fault too, but thinking about their faces just irritates me. That even if they are elite university graduates, it's a waste if they have such twisted personalities. What's the point of education then? To look down on others? Surely they went to university to learn and become useful to society in the future.
Or their parents would cry if they knew how it turned out.
Maybe their parents have twisted characters too.
If that's the case, they can't be saved.
The next day, I usually dressed in a suit for work. I don't usually wear a suit, but I had an important appointment today. Feels kind of stiff, thinking that I headed to the office, planning to start work. But first, I had something to discuss with the new employees. Thus, I needed to speak in front of everyone, so I had been practicing in my head repeatedly. I'm a bit shy, so I didn't want to embarrass myself.
Where should I start?
Oh, the dirty old man from yesterday is in a suit.
Dressing up in a suit doesn't change anything. What's he thinking?
Izzy, Brown, and Davis were giggling at me again. I started to feel embarrassed and could feel my face getting red.
So, I'd like to talk about work. First, let's talk about me. Shall we take in my...
Really, we don't care about your story. We didn't join here to listen to some dirty old man. You think you look better in a suit, but did you forget about yesterday? Coming to an orientation in such dirty attire, totally out of place. Seriously, what were you thinking?
Exactly. We never thought we'd see someone so, dirty here. You might look decent today, but you're just a dirty worker, right? We don't care about your story. You really don't want to listen to a bottom level worker like you. Please leave. So,
But I have something to say.
Why should we listen to you? Are you underestimating us elites? This is why I can't stand people from the bottom. They just don't get it.
alright, typical of the bottom, not listening to us.
Then the department head and manager turned pale. The head said,
What are you saying? The RTO one's not listening. This man is our CEO.
Wait, what? The CEO?
How can this be?
What were you thinking? Saying such things to the CEO, saying he's dirty, how could you say that so easily?
But yesterday he came in dirty work clothes. Anyone would think he was just some factory worker. I've never heard of a CEO wearing work clothes.
Exactly, no one would think someone dressed like that was the CEO. It's not our fault, it's misleading for the CEO to dress like that.
I'm really disappointed in you two. You graduated from prestigious universities and have excellent grades. I thought you'd be impressive inside and out, but it seems your characters are twisted.
Well, sure.
How could you say that?
Anson, the department head, stood up for me. Then Miller, the manager, also expressed his indignation towards Brown and Davis. However, Brown and Davis showed no remorse. Actually, I had hoped they would change their attitude once they knew I was the CEO, but unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Instead, they blamed me for my misleading attire. I admit that my appearance in work clothes probably didn't make me seem like a CEO. Clothes probably didn't make me seem like a CEO. There's a stereotype that the head of a large corporation wouldn't be caught doing manual labor in overalls, maybe in a small or medium-sized business, but not at a top company like Woke Functionary.
It seems Brown and Davis aren't very remorseful. They don't think they did anything wrong.
You're right, they're not repentant. They probably don't admit they're wrong. As we don't wrong, as it would be like acknowledging a failure. Everyone can make mistakes, but if they had just apologized, maybe they could have been forgiven. You know?
Let's have them do that test.
The special task?
I think that's a good idea.
What are you planning to make us do?
You're not gonna make us do something scary, are you?
Little Bean, it's nothing scary, just an exciting job. You'll start by making candies. Just try your best. It's really fun.
HM Peach, I wanted sales, but I guess I'll do it. It's probably easy work, right? I might fall asleep. I'm bored already. I'm an elite.
I might fall asleep too, probably some boring tasks like packing candy boxes or breaking eggs.
Stop complaining and keep up. We just received a big shipment of raw materials.
We'll help out too, boss. That product will surely be a hit.
Oh yeah, that's great. Everyone usually hates it.
Brown and Davis looked a bit tense, probably wondering what they were about to be put through. As we entered the factory, we put on aprons and hats and carefully disinfected our hands and put on rubber gloves. I brought out a box containing today's raw material. Crickets. They were dead. Of course, but when Brown and Davis saw the massive amount of crickets, they screamed.
Rachel, what is this?
Those. There are so many.
These are for our cricket crackers. As food shortages become a bigger issue, our company is researching insect-based foods. You know, the famous brand, The Simple is Best, has been selling cricket, well, crackers. I tried them and thought they were pretty good. Kind of like shrimp crackers, but with a unique taste. So, we're working on improving them. Here, try this prototype cracker I just made. How is it? Please have a taste.
At Corsac, I couldn't afford period eternity. I offered them freshly made cricket crackers, but both Brown and Davis stubbornly refused to take them. I was a bit sad since I believed our crackers were tastier than the ones from the renowned.
How can you expect us to eat this? It's disgusting.
This is just I can get as inedible.
But, you know, crickets are being eaten all over the world now. They're a valuable protein source.
If we run out of other foods, we might have no choice.
Well, even then, I'd rather starve than eat something like this, so.
Well, if you won't eat it, can you at least help make today's batch of cricket crackers, right, boss? We need to finish them today for shipment tomorrow, don't we?
Yes, that's right. Please help us out.
No way, absolutely not.
Come on, just pick up these crickets.
Ah, gross. It's looking at me.
No, it's dead. It's fine.
Here, Davis, try this.
Don't put it in my hand. Gross. Help me.
For Brown, and Davis screamed non-stop, eventually throwing the crickets away and running off somewhere. It was a shame. I wanted to give them the opportunity to help make our new cricket crackers.
Young people these days are so delicate. They probably never played with bugs as kids.
Growing up in a concrete jungle, that's understandable. Growing up in a rural area, catching bugs was a daily activity for me as a kid. I always filled a basket with various insects, and I eat. I remember getting scolded by my parents when a praying mantis egg hatched at home.
I wonder if kids these days still do things like that. Maybe that's why as an adult I'm not scared of insects.
Sure, I hate those shiny black roaches, but crickets, they're kind of cute. Verticorliciale, though calling them cute while turning them into crackers might seem a bit crazy in some sense, but considering the potential future food shortages, I thought it was important to develop a tasty and what's easy to eat cricket crackers. The prototypes I've been working on are even more delicious than others on the market. They're closer to shrimp crackers in taste, crispy and easy to eat. If you close your eyes while eating them, you wouldn't guess they're made of crickets. After all, they don't look anything like their original form, so there shouldn't be much aversion. In fact, the cricket crackers sold by the major brand The Simple is Best are popular and look like peppered crackers. They ran off. It's a shame they could have been part of this new product launch. Well, they probably learned their lesson. They were so arrogant, but by the end they looked exactly like they were about to cry. Did we go too far? Well, it wasn't harassment. Anyway, we planned to have some of the new employees help with the cricket crackers, so it worked out. They might be crying in the bathroom right now, so delicate, getting spooked by crickets. Well, we need to finish up quickly to meet tomorrow's launch. We'll help. Let's get to work.
Oh, they ran off. It's a shame. They could have been part of this, like, the new product launch. So
Well, they probably learned their lesson. They were so arrogant. But by the end, they looked like they were about to cry.
did we go too far? Well, it wasn't harassment. Anyway, we planned to have some of the new employees help with the cricket cracker, so it worked out.
They might be crying in the bathroom.
So delicate, getting spooked by crickets, right? We need to finish up quickly to meet tomorrow's launch. Your help, let's get to work.
But don't you have other tasks? Are you sure you can help plan that?
Of course, you're betting the company's future on these cricket crackers, right? You've been working so hard to make them the next big hit. You don't have to do it alone. We're here to help.
Then, let's start working, please.
So Johnson, Miller, and I started making the cricket crackers. As we worked hard, others joined in to help, and thankfully we managed to meet the deadline for tomorrow's delivery. The crackers were crispier and tastier than others on the market, resembling shrimp crackers. I was confident these would sell well. Initially, there might be some aversion, but if someone's spreading the word like, these crackers are surprisingly good, they could become a hit. But the internet, word of mouth spreads quickly. You never know what will catch on, so I decided to leave it to the customers' tastes. After finishing our work at the factory, we returned to the main office. I noticed that Brown and Davis were missing and assumed they had left, but it turned out they had quit. We don't want to stay in such a gross place. They had said whether crickets are gross is subjective, but for them it must have been traumatic. However, we need to finish up quickly to meet tomorrow's launch. I'd be fiery about recordings. I had planned to have someone help with the task anyway, so it would just be them. It wasn't harassment, just a lack of fit. So I decided to forget about them, but it made me wonder what they planned to do after quitting so suddenly. With that kind of mindset, they're unlikely to last anywhere. Nowadays, job hopping is more common, but usually you need to stick it out for at least a year or 3 to make it meaningful. Extraction of curiosity people's agility is then to buyers or is to lack the lunch of the cricket crackers we had it. If they didn't sell, it would be a waste, and not just of the crickets, but also of the efforts of Johnson and Miller. To my relief, the crackers started selling well. They were placed in a variety store, and it seemed young people were buying them. They even posted on social media. Cheap and great for snacks. With alcohol. There are 3 flavors of cricket crackers: salt, curry, and tomato chili. That makes them more palatable than the simpler varieties from other brands. The salt flavor is akin to shrimp crackers. Of the curry flavor resembles curry crackers, and the tomato chili was inspired by tacos. They were a big hit because they paired well with alcohol. But they sold so quickly that we couldn't keep up with production. I was there wearing an apron, diligently making cricket crackers. Traditionally, our factory halts machinery every 3 days for maintenance. During those times, I wear work clothes because I get dirty with oil while thoroughly cleaning the machines. Regular maintenance is essential when handling food, as any contamination would be a major issue and could jeopardize the company's survival.
Alright, let's work hard on today's maintenance. We have to start production again tomorrow, so it needs to be clean. Let's start here.
For you, I said, as I got under the machinery to begin cleaning. Despite regular cleaning, running the machines for 2 days straight does accumulate a fair amount of dirt. I meticulously cleaned to ensure we deliver delicious snacks to everyone. It's a tough job. Crawling in there can cause back pain, and looking up strains your neck and shoulders. Then Johnson, the department head, and Miller, the manager, came rushing in. What's going on? I wondered as I crawled out of the machinery, only to hear some incredible news.
Boss, listen to this. A major German supermarket, Deister Wholesale, wants to buy our cricket crackers, really? Yes, it's unbelievable, but they've contacted us about producing large packs for their, gear warehouse-style stores.
Really? That is amazing news?
Yes, it's true. Apparently, the chairman of Daskio was in Japan and incognito recently with his wife, and they happened to buy our cricket crackers at a store and love them. You've done it, boss. We're expanding in Germany.
Get a message from Daska, but why?
Well, it turns out that the Daskio chairman and his wife had a great time trying the cricket crackers and want to introduce them to the German market. They specifically liked the unique taste. They wanted to share it with their customers.
Yeah, I believe our cricket crackers, John. I can't believe our cricket crackers will launch us into Germany. It's fantastic. We're going to be very busy, but we'll work hard together. We'll walk you all the way, boss.
Thank you. I never imagined cricket crackers would take us into Germany. This is all thanks to your support. Let's keep pushing and thriving together. I'm relying on you.
Yes, we are excited to be a part of this journey with you.
Please count on us. We'll make sure to deliver the best quality cricket crackers to Dosco.
Our cricket crackers from Wok Wok Confectionery had been a hit in Japan, and now a major German supermarket, Dosco Wholesale, specializing in large quantities in warehouse-style stores, has shown interest in them. I can't believe it. This is an incredible opportunity for us to expand our business and reach more customers worldwide. I remember going with my German friend to do a barbecue or something, and everything on display there was big-sized, like massive cakes, large meat chunks, and huge bags of chips that seemed impossible to finish in one sitting. They want our cricket crackers to be bigger than those sold in Japan, so I need to figure out the right size and packaging for the German market. Johnson and Miller conducted market research for selling our cricket crackers in Germany. Cricket crackers aren't very popular there yet, but there seems to be a latent interest in insect-based foods. And first he cried Tortmas. However, many people similar to Japan have a strong aversion to them, so they suggested making the crackers more visually appealing with colors. These German cereals, for example, are very colorful with shocking pinks and blues. Germans seem to like colorful snacks. I'll be traveling to Germany myself to do some research and get German snacks as a preference. I plan to stay at a luxury hotel called German Stays and try various snacks. I bought there to better understand the German snack market and preferences. However, making the cricket crackers too flavorful, like adding cheddar cheese flavor, might lose their unique taste. That would be completely different from what the DS co-chairman had enjoyed in Japan. He liked the cricket crackers sold in Japan, so there must be a hint there. Upon returning from Germany, I brought a large assortment of snacks to our factory and shared them with everyone. Everyone agreed with me that the flavors were a bit too strong. The chairman wanted something more authentically Japanese, so cheddar cheese or taco flavors probably wouldn't work. They're too German. I was pondering what to do when I noticed Johnson's plum-flavored tablets. Recently, he has been trying to quit smoking, and I guess he eats tablets occasionally when he feels the need.
Seeing those plum-flavored tablets, I thought, this is it. How about plum-flavored potato chips exist, and it feels very Japanese.
Flavor could be slightly salty and easy to eat, maybe even popular for its sourness.
Ever expected to get inspiration from Johnson's tablets? You're brilliant, boss.
It was just a happy coincidence. So, plum flavor is settled. What about the other flavors? Simple salt is good, but for something more uniquely Japanese, how about the soy sauce flavor? It's very Japanese, might be well received.
That's a great idea. Soy sauce flavor has that salty cake and should be popular.
Actually, I have a foreign friend who puts soy sauce on everything after discovering it in Japan and loving its taste.
It's interesting. Let's go with that. What should the third flavor be? What's the third plan? The planning to launch 3 flavors in Germany, so we need to decide on the last one.
Not natto flavor. How about sashimi flavor? No, that doesn't exist. Sushi flavor. That's not quite right either.
That's it. I mean, the taste of Japanese seafood. Japanese seafood is delicious, right? I'm sure this will be popular.
What an unexpected turn. Our silly ideas lead to a flavor decision. You're truly an idea man, boss.
Oh, it wasn't just me. The hints came from Johnson and Miller. Thank you so much. You've really helped out. Now we can deliver our products to Daska.
And so, we developed plum soy sauce and seafood-flavored cricket crackers for Germany. When these hit the shelves at Dosco, they instantly became a popular item. I was surprised that cricket crackers could sell so well in Germany. Johnson, Miller, and I were thrilled and became even more enthusiastic about our work. Our sales were on a steady rise, and the company was flourishing more than ever before. The German version of our cricket crackers started being sold at Dust Company in Japan too. At first, I wondered who in Japan would buy such large quantities, but they became popular for parties. Being healthy and a good source of protein, they were especially popular among health-conscious people. We are a confectionery company, but I always wanted to support people's health. Snacks can be a stress reliever and offer relaxation when eaten occasionally. However, overindulgence can harm health. So as the president of a confectionery company, I felt responsible for this. That's why I am satisfied with making healthy and delicious products. It was a company I started with a lot of struggles after graduating from high school. There were times when nothing sold, and it caused trouble for my family. But with support from those around me, I managed to come this far. Some people may insult me, probably judging by appearances. I'm often in work clothes, so they may see me as lowly. But for me, these work clothes are like battle gear. When I wear them to maintain our important machines, I feel ready to work. Tomorrow and in the days to come, I'll continue to be busy. Orders have been flooding in from countries other than Germany.